In the pantheon of our ancestors, there was a clear separation of power. On the mountain, in the princely palace, reigned the formidable Perun, the god of war, thunder, and the elite. But below, by the river, in the bustling markets of Podol, life was ruled by another lord. He was called the cattle god, but his power extended far beyond the pastures. He was the keeper of oaths, the lord of the dead, the patron of wealth, and the inspirer of poets. His name was Veles. He was so powerful that he was the only one to rival the supreme thunderer in the dualistic belief system of ancient Rus. Veles, god of all Kyiv Rus. Who is Veles? His very name hides a deep secret. Linguists associate it with the ancient root vel, to die, dead. This is confirmed by numerous Baltic parallels, which are closest to Slavic. But at the same time, both to possess and to see. Veles is not just a shepherd. He is a hairy god, whose fur symbolized abundance and wealth. He is the bridge between the worlds. As the Lord of Nava, the underworld, he shepherds the souls of the dead in the green meadows of the afterlife, just as a shepherd shepherds cattle on earth. His wisdom is the wisdom of the depths, intuition, and magic, as opposed to the direct power and law of Perun. For the ancient Ruses, Veles was primarily a guarantor of survival. Chronicles call him the cattle god, but in the economy of the 10th century, cattle meant money. Veles was the god of gold and trade, the patron of business deals. But it was not only material things that interested this god. In the Tale of Igor's campaign, the legendary singer Boyan is called Veles' grandson. This means that Veles was a source of inspiration, a patron of music, poetry, and the sacred word. Wise men, predictors, and priests turned to him to gain secret knowledge or predict the future. The most significant evidence of Veles' power has been preserved in official documents, treaties between Rus and Byzantium. In 907 and 971, the princes and their retinue swore to observe peace in the names of only two gods, Perun and Volos. Moreover, the oath to Veles was terrible. The violator was to become golden as gold, that is, to die or fall ill with deadly jaundice. Archaeology gives us his portrait. On the famous Zeebrugge idol, found in the river, the lower tier is occupied by a male figure holding the entire world on his shoulders. Most scholars identify him as Veles, the foundation of the universe. Interestingly, when Knyaz Volodymyr established the pantheon of gods in Kyiv, the idol of Veles was not placed next to the others on the mountain. It stood separately, on Podil, in the lowlands, closer to the water and the common people. Scholars have reconstructed the main myth of the Slavs, where Veles acts as the eternal adversary of Perun. In this myth, Veles often appears in the form of a serpent, who steals water, cattle, or the wife of the thunderer. Perun pursues him, striking him with lightning bolts, and Veles hides, transforming into animals, stones, or people. This is not a battle of good versus evil, it is a cosmogonic drama. Perun's victory brings rain and fertilizes the earth, but Veles never completely disappears. He hides in the water and underground to be reborn again, ensuring the cyclical nature of life and nature. Christianity could not erase the memory of Veles, so the church followed the path of substitution. The functions of the guardian of livestock were transferred to Saint Vlasi of Sebast. Even the names Volos and Vlasi sound similar. But the most interesting transformation occurred with the image of Saint Nicholas. This most popular saint among the people took on the features of Veles as the patron saint of wealth, travelers, and grandfather miracle worker. Even in the 19th century, Ukrainian peasants left a bundle of unpressed ears of corn in the field during the harvest, Veles' beard, or Spasov's beard, making an ancient sacrifice to the spirit of the land so that the harvest would not be spoiled. Veles was an earthly and close god. If Perun frightened with thunder from the sky, then Veles gave the harvest, protected the livestock, and met the soul on the threshold of eternity. He was the embodiment of wisdom, wealth, and deep power of our land. His image dissolved in folklore and holy faces, but his essence, as the foundation on which the worldview of our ancestors stood, remains an unchanged part of our history.